I'm just finishing up the setup here for recording this for later posting. Hi, welcome to Slow Evening Flow. Thank you so much for coming tonight. We're getting started just a smidgen late. I apologize. Facebook wanted me to sign in an extra time before we could go live.
You cool.
We're going to go ahead and get muted if you want to go ahead, or get muted, get started if you want to go ahead and mute yourself, unless you want to be pinned front and center. As you can see, I'm just in comfy clothes, no special yoga clothes. My feet are cold, so I'm wearing socks and a sweater. So for sure, get very comfortable. Put on something that you can move in, that you can relax in, that you can stretch in, that you can feel the poses out in. So find a comfortable seat here. You can be sitting cross-legged in easy pose, Sukhasana, or if it's more comfortable for your hips, you can be in Siddhasana with one heel in towards the groin and the second heel kind of stacked right in front. Sitting on a pillow will give your knees and your hips a little more support and a little more ease here. Or you can be sitting on a yoga block, or you can even be sitting on a chair for this first part if you like. But go ahead and draw your spine tall. Inhale a nice, big, full belly breath. And then exhale the shoulders. Just reconnecting with your breath. Treating this practice tonight as a moving meditation. Meditation has been a struggle for me. I tried meditating a dozen or more years ago, and I found that I could just not quiet my mind, as they say. But rather than attempting to make your mind be quiet, rather than dismissing or getting frustrated at the thoughts that flow through our minds, we want to refocus so that we're not in the thinking mind, this monkey mind up here. But as we're breathing this nice, even breath and bringing our bodies to stillness, we are focusing on the body, focusing on the breath, following the breath. So sitting tall, finding stillness wherever you are. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale fully, letting the shoulders relax, letting the jaw relax. Noticing any areas of tightness or tension. And letting those relax and surrender to the weight of gravity. This is a moving meditation where we are simply surrendering and accepting what is. And like the quote that I posted when I created the event by Eckhart Tolle, surrender and acceptance doesn't mean that if you're in a difficult situation or circumstances are challenging that you just go, oh, well, that is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. Sometimes there isn't anything we can do about a situation, but sometimes there is. And we can do whatever needs to be done, but we need to do it from a place of acceptance, noticing what the situation is, being real about it, being honest about it with ourselves, and doing what can be done, what needs to be done. And then in those situations where there's nothing you can do, just surrender your acceptance to that situation, knowing there's nothing you can do. And focusing on it will just make yourself crazy. So there's no point in it. So when that happens, when your mind starts to make you crazy, refocus the mind on the body, the sensations in the body. Follow your breath, noticing how it enters your nose, how your shoulders lift, how your belly expands. And then on the exhale, noticing how the chest falls and the navel draws in towards the spine. Just following the breath. Filling up the lungs, even though the air might be a little smoky. We can still do what we can in this moment to draw as much oxygen into our bodies as we can and expel as much carbon dioxide and old air as possible. And then as we inhale here, let's draw the shoulders up towards our ears, kind of shrugging. And then exhale, drawing them back and down the back body. Let's do that again a couple of times, inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling them back and down, making nice little circles with the shoulders. One more time on your own, as slow as you can make it. And when you exhale those shoulders down the back, go ahead and drop the chin to the chest, really kind of creating tension here between the chin and the bottom of the shoulder blades, making a nice little upside down U stretch here. Feeling that whole upper back body stretching, a nice big stretch. Continue following the breath. And the next time you inhale, draw the head back up over the heart. As you're sitting tall, make sure the heart is also over your pelvis. And then here, let's switch our cross of our legs if we're in Sukhasana or Siddhasana. And if you're in a chair or in Hero's pose on your knees, you don't need to worry about that. So inhale nice and tall, heart over pelvis, head over heart, drawing the crown towards the sky. Exhale, kind of adding a little weight to the elbows so that the shoulder blades are drawn down the back. And as always, 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 if you find yourself just uncomfortable, feel free to take child's pose or to go ahead and come to your back and just follow the breath and breathe. But let's inhale again those shoulder circles, inhaling the shoulders up, drawing them back and down as you exhale. Maybe letting the hands move across the thighs and knees as you inhale up and down and around. And the last time you exhale those shoulders down the back, let the chin come toward the chest. Continue breathing here, expanding across the collarbones, tagging some weight into those elbows. Follow the breath. Notice what's going on in your knees, in your hands. Soften the skin of the face. And then inhale the head back over the heart. And then let's go ahead and inhale, reaching the arms up the side body, overhead, and then clasping the hands in a nice little steeple grip overhead. Exhale, shoulders down the back. And then inhale gently, stretching toward the right. And this may just be a tiny little movement. It doesn't have to be crunched all the way over to the side here. Just lift up tall through the body and gently tilt to the right, keeping the left hip grounded in the earth, stretching up through the left side body rather than over. Inhale back to center, and then take it to the left. Again, stretching up and slightly over, grounding down the right hip, sitting evenly, stretching tall, opening up space in the right side body. And then the next time you inhale, draw back to center, and then release the hands and exhale the arms down to your sides. Let's go ahead, and if you're sitting on a block or cushion or blanket, remove that to the side. And let's come to our hands and knees, tabletop position. Let's do a couple very gentle cat-cows here. Inhaling to open the chest and draw the heart forward. Exhaling to round the back, pulling the navel towards the back body. And as you continue doing this, inhaling cow and exhaling cat, you can keep the movement small and gentle. Or if you like more, you can take the motion a bit deeper. And as you do this, think about not pressing the heel of the hand into the mat so that all the weight is in the wrist, but think more about pressing out through the fingers, kind of almost cupping the palm of your hand on your mat to release the weight in the wrist and help to strengthen the joints of the fingers. And one more time, each. One more inhale into cow. And one more exhale into cat. And then round the hips all the way back toward the heels in a nice extended child's pose. Take a couple breaths here. Letting the head be heavy. Maybe it comes to the mat, maybe not. If you have a block, you could rest the forehead on the block. And then slowly let the arms relax as you roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Drawing the fingertips up along the mat, up your knees, up the thighs, onto your lap. Drawing the spine tall, tucking the chin. And then let's take the knees out as wide as your mat. If you're not using the mat, about as wide as a bath towel. And go ahead and come back with the arms in a kind of a tabletop position so that the knees are wide, the big toes are touching, the hips are lifted, the hands are underneath the shoulders. And then draw the right hand underneath the face. So you're looking down at your right hand, palm down on the mat. And then take your left hand and draw it up along your right arm as if you're drawing a bow back to shoot an arrow all the way up across the throat, lifting the left fingertips toward the sky for a nice big twist. Exhale to relax the shoulders. Inhale, wiggling the fingertips up towards the sky. And then exhale to come back towards the mat, threading the left hand behind the right wrist, bringing the left shoulder down to the mat, resting your left temple on the mat. You can keep the right hand and forearm right here across the left forearm, or you can draw the right arm out long, opening up through the armpit here. Continuing to follow the breath. And if you want to take a little half bind, you can draw the back of the right hand to the small of the back. But wherever you are, whichever way feels most comfortable for you here, inhale, really letting your weight of your body press into that left shoulder. And as you exhale, just release as much tension in your body as possible. Relaxing into the stretch, letting the hips be heavy, letting the head be heavy. Continuing to breathe here, filling up the back body, noticing what's going on in your right side body, how the ribs are expanding as you inhale. Noticing how the belly button draws towards the spine as you exhale. Maybe noticing a few little snap, crackle pops in the neck. And then the next time you inhale, go ahead and draw the palm towards you if it's not already. And gently untwist, bringing both hands underneath the shoulders. Inhaling a gentle cow. Exhaling a nice cat, drawing the seat back towards the hips. And then inhale, back up, shoulders over wrists. And then we're going to take the left palm to the mat right underneath the face. And then take the right hand, right fingertips, and draw them up along the left arm, across the left shoulder, across the throat, all the way up towards the sky. And this is a pretty big stretch, so your arm may only comfortably come about there, partway, maybe even down here. But as high as you can go and wiggle the fingers and not hurt yourself. So if this hurts, back off just a little bit. Reaching up, inhale to expand. And then exhale to scoop that right hand right behind the left, threading the needle, taking it all the way down to the right shoulder, resting the right temple, placing the left arm wherever it's most comfortable, whether it's supporting you by your face or drawn out long, or taking this little bind with the back of the left hand along the small of the back. Finding what feels good here. Continue to breathe. Continue to pay attention to what's going on in your body. Surrendering the weight of the body to the earth. And the next time you inhale, draw the left hand back for support as you come back up to a tabletop position, bringing the knees back under the hips, the hands back underneath the shoulders. Stretch the right leg out long, pressing back with your heel. Inhale here, and then exhale, drawing the knee through the midline up towards the chin, and then next to the right wrist. Let the left leg slide out long as you bring the right heel over towards your left groin. So you're sitting on this right hip. And this is a great place here for a pillow or block. If your hip doesn't come all the way to the mat, you can sit up on that. Pressing up into your fingertips, taking the left leg out long, lifting the heart. Inhale here, tucking the chin slightly. And then exhale to begin to walk yourself down. Maybe take prayer position here. Maybe come all the way down to rest the head on the forearms or on the hands. Maybe you stretch the arms out long. Maybe you're coming closer to the earth and you might want to remove the block or pillow and just completely relax the weight of the body into the mat. Feel the heart beating. Follow the nice, long, deep breath you've created for yourself. Take a few breaths here. Noticing your left top of your foot gently lying on the floor. Noticing the stretch in the right hip. Taking this nice little pigeon pose here. And the next time you inhale, when you're ready, begin to walk yourself back up, lifting the torso. Curl the left toes under, lift the left leg, pushing back into the left heel. And then bring the left knee to the mat. Take the right back underneath the hips, back to tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, table. Exhale to reconnect with the breath. Nice firm foundation for your tabletop. And then inhale the left leg out long, pressing out through the heel. Exhale, drawing the knee towards the center of the body, towards the chin. And then over toward the left wrist. Bringing the right heel or left heel towards the right hip crease. Coming into pigeon pose on your fingertips. Inhaling here, feeling the stretch in that right hip crease. And then exhale to come down to any position of your choice, either staying tall, coming down forehead to the backs of the hands, or stretching the arms out long, forehead to the mat. Surrender the weight of the body to the earth. Feel the support of the mat underneath you. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the stretch in your armpit chest and your left hip. Inhale here. Exhale again to relax and surrender. And the next time you inhale, walk yourself back up to your fingertips, curl the back toes under, stretch and press that right heel back. And then exhale to bring the right knee towards the mat and swing it around in front of you so that you're sitting in Dandasana, staff pose, right here on the mat. Sit up nice and tall as you bring the soles of the feet to the mat, bending the knees, knees pointed towards the sky. Bring the the palms of the hands to the backs of the thighs. Inhale, lifting the heart, tucking the chin. And then exhale, one vertebrae at a time, rolling the back down to the mat. Bringing the head to the mat. Bringing the feet wide, as wide as the mat, letting the knees touch. And then windshield wiper the knees towards the right as you look left. Windshield wiper knees left, gaze right. Continue alternating sides with the breath. Exhaling to the right, inhaling knees to the sky, exhaling left. And last pose here, exhale the knees to the right, lift the left hip, and bring the palm of the hand right underneath the left sit bone so that you're basically sitting up on the back of your left hand. And then windshield wiper the knees to the left, bringing the right sit bone up off the mat, laying the right hand underneath the sit bone, palms down, thumbs touching underneath the back, underneath the butt, basically. Soles of the feet even on the floor. Draw the arms as close together as possible under your back, lifting the heart. Keeping the knees bent. Inhale to lift the front body up as you press the triceps and then the elbows into the mat, looking at your knees. And then exhale, dropping the crown of the head toward the mat, lifting the heart. Inhaling here, barely touching the mat with the crown of your head. You can stay here or you can draw the legs out long and straight, making your toes into kind of high-heeled toes, Barbie toes here, pressing into the forearms, pressing into the elbows, lifting the heart, opening up through the throat, opening up through the chest. And the next time you inhale, go ahead and lift the head, gazing toward knees or feet, and exhale, bringing the back to the mat. Windshield wipering the knees side to side to bring the arms out. Open the arms up to the sky, palms up. Take your straight legs out if that's comfortable, or if not, go ahead and bend the knees here. Taking the nice Shavasana corpse pose. And again, we think surrender here. Surrender the weight of the body to gravity. Letting your mat support you. Inhale those nice, deep, long breaths. Match them with those nice, deep, long exhales. Relax the feet. Relax the legs. Relax the knees. Relax the back and the hips. Relax the fingers and hands. Relax the chest and the elbows. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. Relax the skin of the face and the jaw. And take a nice big inhale here, the biggest inhale you have taken all day long. And then exhale here with a sigh. 2 more like that. Big inhale. And exhaling out the mouth with a sigh. Last time, big inhale, filling up the whole body with as much clean oxygen as you can. And relax with a sigh. Let's draw the hands together at the heart. Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And then bring the hands to the third eye. May you be free from suffering. May you be happy and healthy. May you find some peace and joy in every moment. Namaste. Feel free to stay here as long as time allows, or you can gently roll yourself to one side or the other and press yourself up back into a comfortable seat. Again, I hope that today finds you well, and that the coming weekend, because it's Friday, can be a blessed one for you. Namaste.